I'm Matt Hillebrand with Don's Appliance, joined by Anthony Marino.
Hello, folks.
Has anyone out there ever heard of a speed oven? Do you even know what a speed oven is? They're becoming more and more popular. They've actually been around since the early 2000s.
Is that what it is, the early 2000s?
Yeah, so Miele came out with the first speed oven in the late 90s in Europe, and early 2000s they became prevalent here in the US. So speed ovens have been in Europe for many, many years. Actually, it probably goes back even beyond the 90s. But when we became really introduced to speed ovens was the late 90s, early 2000s here in the US with Miele. Here at Don's Appliances, we took on Miele in the mid-late 90s, and our first speed oven we had on display was at our old Waterdam Plaza store that I worked at back in 99. And we introduced that to the Home and Garden Show in like 2001. So we've had speed ovens here at Don's for over 20 plus years.
So you've seen it evolve. How many brands carry a speed oven?
Just about every brand now has some sort of speed oven. So when you look at those brands that are out there, you've got Miele, which still builds, I think, one of the best speed ovens. You've got Wolf. You've got Thermador. You've got SKS.
The Advanium, right?
Advanium. Advanium has been around for a lot of years.
That's a name in the house. So.
You know, but Advanium and speed oven are two different things. So what a speed oven is it's a microwave. It's an oven.
Yeah.
It also works as a microwave oven. So what it uses, it uses radiant heat, which is our elements.
Yeah.
It uses convection, which is a fan, and it uses the convection heat, which is another element behind, and it uses microwaves all at the same time to heat very quickly, very efficiently, and not make it taste like a microwave.
Sure.
Whereas an Advanium uses it uses halogen, it uses light to cook very quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, so Advaniums have been around for 20 plus years as well. A little bit different than a speed oven. You can use those as a microwave, or you can use those in the Advanium mode. They work very well, just a little different.
Sure. So think about that. I mean, we're cutting down on, the preheat time. We're speeding up a little bit of the cook time, but we're also making it as fresh and keeping quality in the speed oven.
Right? Yeah, it's, we're such a society that we want things right now. We're always on the go. If you've got a family and you're going here, there, and everywhere, right? Or you just have to continue to move quickly. The speed oven will help you, continue things at a rapid pace, good, bad, or indifferent. Yeah. But you're not losing the quality of the food you're cooking.
Yeah, and I feel like even the speed oven nowadays, I mean, it has come, since 2000, it's come, 20 years full circle, whereas, the menu building and the heating elements in there rely on you to, we're going from fresh product, to finished in, 8 to 12 minutes, depending on what we're doing. I mean, it's just amazing to see, we talk about a wall oven or heating up your range. If, Mrs. Jones doesn't want to take that time and, to do that, she can get it done in a speed oven, in less time and still get the quality product that you're looking for. Whether you're, doing fresh pizzas, whether you're doing, pork tenderloins, whether you're roasting vegetables, things like that are just going to be, in obviously your environment too, and your community. If you're in a condo and you don't want all this heavy appliances, you know what I mean? It's nice, sleek, and easy. I mean, a speed oven, you're a speed oven candidate, right?
Yeah, so you bring up a great point in terms of size. So a lot of times people, when they're doing built-in products, they want to do double ovens, right? So when do you need double ovens? You need double ovens holidays, and when you're entertaining is when you need that second oven. But sometimes you don't have the space for a microwave, and a lot of people use it just to reheat coffee, let's say, or defrosting.
Or your general bag of popcorn, right? Yeah.
But you don't have the room for a microwave, double ovens, and or a speed oven if you're considering that. So if we can have a single oven, we can put a speed oven above it. Now we've got, when we need that second oven, we've got it. When we need a microwave, we've got it. Yeah. When we need something quickly or to use day to day, that's your candidate. That's what you're going to use most of the time, because the speed oven isn't going to be as big as a full-size oven, okay? So most speed ovens are going to be smaller, And with that, day-to-day cooking is going to be done there.
Sure.
Think about what you do day-to-day, right?
Yeah.
What do you typically use day-to-day in terms of size of your cooking vessels?
You're right. I mean, you're not using that whole 30-inch oven. You're not using all 3 racks, things like that. I mean, like even me, I did a 10-inch pizza, a normal 10-inch, margarita pizza in there. You know what I mean? And I put it in, on the designated tray. It was right on the bottom heating element, and sure enough, I had crispy crust in 8 to 12 minutes. No lies, no mess, no nothing, right off the tray, in nice and easy. And, that could have been a frozen pizza, that could have been, it was a fresh pizza, but, just to do that on there and get that quality and result from, little or no time is key.
Yeah, and the menu systems that are built in a lot of these high-speed ovens now make it I always get that wrong.
Yeah, you're right. Effortlessly. It's a seamless process.
Tongue-tied. That's my Pittsburghese coming out. It makes it very, very easy to use. And with AI coming out,
sure,
and with the integration of AI into our products, now the recipes are going to get to the point where it's going to tell you what you need to go to the grocery store to cook that perfect meal in your pizza or in your speed oven.
Yeah.
And make that perfect margarita pizza, right?
100%. I feel like, and I feel like this is a conversation. We have these speed ovens for a long time. I feel like we haven't had the conversation of what it is, how it's done, and what are the benefits of it. I mean, we're talking about it on the floor to the customers that ask, but I mean, a lot of people still don't know what that speed oven is,
and I know, Chef,
how special it is.
And I know you've got a lot of videos on our YouTube site, right? So if you go to Don's Appliances on YouTube, we've got a ton of speed oven.
Sure.
Videos that show before and after results of what it is you're doing.
Yeah,
and we've got some live product at our Bilmar facility. We've got a couple live speed ovens.
We do have 2 live speed ovens. So you know what I mean. If someone wants to come in there and take that tour and see that, I mean, I feel like it's a special piece for that consumer. I mean, it's definitely an underlooked piece. We always say if you're not a steam oven candidate, you're a speed oven candidate. You know what I mean? It's either or. As far as like what it offers and how it can benefit you in the long run.
So when you're looking at products, you're looking at the latest and greatest. Speed ovens have come a long way, but they've been around.
They have.
And the technology has gotten better and better, and it's only going to continue to get better in terms of the menus built in.
Sure.
Advanium, though, in terms of
it's still
quickly cooking.
Yeah, the Advanium cooks quickly, and it is a great product. But you're right, that the halogen is the difference. So,
yeah,
you know what I mean.
But if somebody wants something now, like to replace, let's say, their over-the-range microwave, you can get an Advanium over-the-range microwave to put in your kitchen now.
That's a big upgrade.
It's a huge upgrade, and you get that speed oven
quality
type product. You're getting a high-quality piece. So if you don't have the time, the money, or the space to put in a speed oven, and you have an over-the-range microwave, consider the Advanium. I mean, we didn't go as much into it, but it is a great product. Thank you for listening, Chef. Always a pleasure.
Love it, guys. Thanks for having me.
Go to donsappliances.com and have a great day.